So rumor has it that this episode is going to make you cry. Oh really? Challenge accepted. What's going on, YouTube? So the episode starts off. Feels like forever since I've started a video that way, hasn't it? Be honest, you missed it. So the episode starts off with Riley wanting to have an early Sweet 16. And Maya cracks a joke at Riley's maturity level by calling her 8 years old. Don't you tell me that the writers aren't aware of the audience complaining about Riley acting like a preschooler. They know. And lines like this remind us that they know. And they aren't ignorant to the fact that Riley is too immature for her age. But apparently not too immature for Disney. So now it's life lesson time, also known as school. And everyone is talking about the most important landmarks in everyone's lives. And Farkle says that one of the biggest landmarks in his life is when he met Riley, Maya, Smackle, Lucas, and Zay. And while the audience was so busy saying, "Aww," I just couldn't help but think how much greater this moment would have been if he only would have said Riley's name. Am I alone on that? So Riley keeps going on and on about this surprise Sweet 16 party, and Maya cracks another age joke, this time at Lucas, when she says that they're all gonna have the party when they're all 15 and when Lucas is 24. This would have been so much better and accurate if this joke was said towards Josh instead. And Zay had a lot of really funny highlights during this entire scene, like he usually does. He's pretty much the class clown of the show. So Corey assigns everyone the work of telling him, based on the landmarks of their lives already, what is gonna happen next. Their assignment is to predict the future? This was my initial thought when I first saw that. So now it's time to do what the gang does best. Get together at Topanga's and pick each other's brains. And try to figure out what the Corey is talking about this time. And here comes the part of the promo that we all saw. And surprisingly, it wasn't misleading this time. I'm shocked. So Lucas ends up asking Maya and Riley, are they still best friends? And they say absolutely, with nothing but assurance and confidence on their face. And then Lucas ends up asking Riley, are they still together? And she says that she hopes so, in a very unsure and timid-like manner, clearly showing that her confidence in Maya is far superior and stronger than her confidence in Lucas. Just like my girl Smackle pointed out. Now, to be fair, I got your back, Ruckus Nation, watch this. To be fair, Ruckus was doomed from the get-go anyways, so not having confidence in them at this point isn't really that surprising. But, you know, I mean, Ruckus still had an okay run. Now, I would say more, but I promise to be nicer to the opposition until this whole Save Girl Meets World campaign is over. So let's just move on because I'm starting to slowly hate myself. So Smackle is still making her crush on Lucas so painfully obvious, even in front of Farkle, so we thought. But she does make an interesting point about relationships and them being so new to them that they may not fully understand it yet, which may explain why Riley is more confident in her friendship with Maya than her relationship with Lucas. If that theory is true, Ruckus still has life, unfortunately. And by that, I mean it's unfortunate that they are still so confused on how to handle their relationship type feels. I mean, that's obviously what I meant. So everyone is finally coming to the realization that they probably won't be together after high school anymore. Or at least it's a possibility. Because when most people grow up and graduate high school, most tend to go their separate ways and live their own lives. Even if that wasn't their original intention, it usually kind of happens that way. Now here comes another huge moment in the episode. The one-on-one talk with Farkle and Lucas, where he finally acknowledges out loud that Smackle likes Lucas. And he said that he would step aside if he had to, if it was Lucas that Smackle wanted. And he said that he learned that from Riley. Now, isn't that an interesting quote? That could be taken a couple of different ways. It could mean when Riley stepped aside for Maya, or it could mean when he stepped aside for Riley because she wanted Lucas. Which one do you think he was talking about? But then Lucas admits what the audience already knew, which is that Farkle and Riley have the deepest feelings. The deepest that he personally has ever known. If this isn't enough to get you to push for a season 4, man, a lack of a season 4 means the lack of a true endgame with these ships, one of which is being strongly foreshadowed here. So now it's time for some Topanga screen time. And can you believe it? Augie isn't around this time. And Topanga says, what idiot gives up a top school for someone? And any hardcore Boy Meets World fan is gonna know the humor in this quote immediately. Because Topanga did just that when she gave up Yale for Corey. Irony humor is the best humor. And Topanga said if she had a chance to do it all over again, she would do everything the exact same way. No do-over. So now it's time for Lucas and Smackle to have a moment. Never thought I would be interested in such a thing, but I am. Just out of pure curiosity more than anything though. So Smackle very surprisingly gets very defensive instead of flirty. And we finally found out the real reason behind Smackle's flirting with Lucas. It's not because she likes him, but it's because she's insecure and she isn't sure if Farkle really likes her. So she's just trying to protect herself. Really? Alright, whatever you say. That's just another possible ship involving Lucas that is completely dead that we can officially cross out. And I want them all dead until there's only one left standing. So I mean, whatever reason you want to give for officially killing this ship, fine by me. But I am glad that they finally addressed this, because it was going on for far too long without actually being addressed. And Farkle and Smackle were never going to be taken seriously until it was addressed. Now, me personally, I'm still not gonna take it seriously, but I admittedly have my own agenda. But they definitely had a moment that put the future of Riarkle into question. And even though some of their moments made me smile, I assure you my eyes were rolling at the same time. Consider it a pity smile. My heart will not be deterred. So the episode ends with everyone finding out about the big news. Topanga got a job offer in London, which sends everyone into tears. And after Topanga shows Corey her salary increase, well...
Long live the Queen!
Oh, Corey. He honestly made this impossible for me to cry because I was too busy laughing. And by the time he tried to get serious again, it was too late. And the episode ends with a to be continued. So overall, this was without question one of the better episodes of season 3. Now I understand that that's not saying very much, but still, this was a really good episode. I feel like every time that Riley started to annoy me, she kind of stopped just in time, allowing me to keep my sanity intact. And I really love all of the deep conversations that took place also. I mean, this episode really answered a lot of questions. And Ruckus is looking like there may be some doubt in their future. Now, I'm not saying I'm happy about that or anything, I'm just stating a fact. But overall, I would probably say that I would give this episode, let's go with an 8.5 out of 10. Really great episode, and I enjoyed it a lot. And my biggest gripe would probably have to be how they were kind of hinting on how Farkle and Smackle may be in game, but they also at the same time hinted that Riarkle probably has the strongest relationship. So basically hope for both sides. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. And if you guys really enjoy my channel and want to help me make many more videos for you guys going forward, check out that Patreon link in the description box. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.